big accident, a trauma, a cardiac arrest.
First responders are ready for the call. And the Montreal Fire Department's First Responders program began this week. Urgence Santé has trained nearly 200 firefighters to treat medical emergencies. The service will eventually become island-wide. The first phase is on the West Island. Maya Johnson reports.
In a medical emergency, every minute counts. That's why the Montreal Fire Department has a new First Responders program.
Firefighters are there to work with Urgence Santé to fill those few minutes until Urgence Santé arrives.
So far, Urgence Santé has trained close to 200 new first responders to be able to stabilize a patient.
It's 62 hours training in what we call priority 1 situation, life-threatening situation, a big accident, a trauma, a cardiac arrest.
The program is starting with 7 stations in the West Island. By the end of 2009, 1,700 firefighters will be trained as first responders across the island of Montreal. Cote St. has had its own volunteer first responders team for decades. Volunteers are trained to intervene in life-threatening medical situations. Now they're worried about the impact the Montreal Fire Department's new program will have on their team.
We provide a higher level of care and we respond faster than they intend to, so I wouldn't want to see a reduced level of care.
Cote St-Luc's EMS is safe for now, but after 2009, most of its responsibilities will be turned over to firefighters.
They still can keep their volunteers if they want, but for priority number 2, number 3, etc.
In other words, less critical situations. This Cote St-Luc councillor believes the changes will discourage volunteers.
It's hard to motivate people to handle less important calls, and we'll leave the fire department to respond to urgent calls. They wouldn't want to volunteer with us. They'll find somewhere else to volunteer.
Cote St-Luc is fighting to be an exception to the new rules. But as it stands, within 2 years, first responder firefighters will be the norm everywhere in Montreal. Maya Johnson, CTV News.